Hey guys, it's Tori from Monogram Moments, and today I'm going to show you all how to make a mock-up using Silhouette Studio. Mock-ups are very beneficial for your business because they let your customer kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like, a design's going to look like on a shirt or a tea towel or whatever it is you might be selling. So highly recommend using those for sure and finding good quality ones. So I'm going to start with taking a mock-up that I sell on my website at monogrammoments.com, and I'm going to zoom out just so I can make this smaller. You will notice that I am using business edition of Silhouette Studio. If you can afford the $99, I highly recommend it because it lets you save as a PNG or a JPEG right inside of Silhouette Studio. I do have a workaround if you don't want to buy business edition, but it will only work for those who have a PC and not a MacBook. I will have another tutorial where you don't have to use Silhouette Studio at all to use mockups, and that'll come later, and I'll tag that up at the top once it's created. But again, business edition is the way to go if you can swing the $99. So I've pulled in my mockup that I want to use, and now here's the design that I want to use, and this is also on my website. And obviously you can add a name underneath, make it really look like you were going to create and sell this for somebody. Okay, so there's how I want it to look. I do want to add my logo, so I've got that saved. I'm going to drop my logo just right on top. And whenever designers differ, but I like people to put some type of watermark on top of this design so that somebody can't just copy this and Photoshop out the background. So I do ask, and other designers do as well, and it just looks better, that you would put some type of watermark on this. What you can do if you wanted to use your logo, so I just copy and pasted that, and then I'm going to go over here to the image effects panel, and I'm going to select this gray and drag it all the way down and select apply. Now if I were to take this now, you can see I need to drop that opacity so we can see through it. So I'm going to select the fill bar, and then I'm going to move this transparency down just a tad, and I can drop this right on top of my design. Like, you only need it there just a little bit. If you did not want to do it like this, I know some places don't allow you to use your business name. They want you to use your actual name. So you can type out your name, and then we can make it black here again. And then we're going to do the same thing and put it on top of here, but we're going to drop this opacity. So I went here. Now you can see that line is there and it's not dropping because I'm only dropping the opacity of the fill layer, not the line layer. So you really could just go back to your line layer and select this diamond, which means no color, and get rid of it. So there we go. Now I probably do want to bring this up just a tad. There we go. So now you've got something over the design that's not going to allow people to copy it. So I've got this ready. I'm going to drag my mouse, select everything, go to File, or Save Selection As, Save to Hard Drive. Now because I have Business Edition, I can drop this and save as a JPEG or PNG. I only need a JPEG for this. I would drag this up to 300 and click Tab, and it'll adjust all these numbers too, just to keep everything high quality. And now it should be saved, and here it is. So this is what I could use to post on in my Facebook group, wherever I'm trying to gain interest, or on my website, wherever. So let's do one more together. Okay, so let's try another one. I'm going to drag this in, and this is a mock-up by Clara Ray Boutique that are also on my website. I'm going to minimize it to get where I want it. I'll zoom back in. And now I'm going to drag in the design that I want to use, also on my website. Say you might be doing these in a different order, and this might go behind your picture. If you want it to bring forward, just use these tools up here. So there's that. I'm not going to add any personalization, but I do want to bring in my logo. Add your logo on top of that mock-up. And I'm going to use my logo for putting that on top of there. So remember, we're going to drop the transparency, and I do want to make it gray so you can't see that color. And I'm just going to put it right there. So I'm pleased with how this looks. So I'm going to copy everything. I'm going to go to File, Save Selection to hard drive, and again, I'm going to save as a JPEG. Now, say you don't have Business Edition, a Silhouette, but you do have a PC, not a Mac, but a PC, you can go to Google and type in bullzip PDF printer, and then you'll select this. So essentially, this is going to make your computer think that you have another printer hooked up, where actually this printer will print as a PDF. I'm sorry, not print. It'll save as a PDF. It can save as a JPEG. It can save as a PNG file. I can't show you because I have a Mac and it only works with Microsoft. But essentially, you would do the same steps. So you would select it all. You'd go to File, Print. And then just like a normal printer, you would see bullzip here. And then once you select that, some other options will populate where you'll be able to select JPEG or PNG. And that is it. I'm going to print. I'm going to save this so you can see what it looks like. Change this to 300. And there's my sweet little mock-up. So hopefully that was helpful. Again, I'm going to have another tutorial where I show you how to use a different program besides Silhouette Studio. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them below and go check out our website, monogrammoments.com. Thanks, guys.